G'day you bloody legends, Escape From Tarkov Arena have released their patch 2.1. We'll be covering everything today that they're adding into the game. Arena right now is in the best place it has ever been since it released, and I want to let you all know as well, this weekend is the free weekend, so you can play Escape From Tarkov for free over the weekend. I'll leave a link in the description below if you guys are curious and checking out this game. And I will be covering my new updated custom presets in this video as well, so make sure you guys stay around for that. We've got a heap of content to cover, boys, so let's jump straight into it. Alright boys, now straight into the custom presets. We're going to go into the Assault, my HK loadout now. The M856A1 has not been nerfed, boys, so this caliber is still very viable. I want to quickly run through the loadout. So the rig, we are running a level 5 front plate, Colt Locust ballistic plate, it's level 5, no rear plate. We are now running 2 magazines of M856A1, 40 rounders. Now the last magazine here, this is a little trick, I need you all to watch in here. We are packing it with 21 rounds of M856A1, and we're packing it with 9 rounds of SOST, alright? We bottom pack the magazine with SOST, because that's the shittest ammo we want to be shooting at last. Top pack it, and now look at the score, it's 12,998.3. I don't know if you guys can get it any higher than that. I'd be impressed in the comments below, but otherwise, boys, we have completed the kit here. Alright, boys, we're jumping into the SA58 loadout. This is the updated loadout from the new patch 2.1. What we've done is we have first magazine M80, second mag of M80, the third mag, this is the trick, boys. Bottom packet with BCP FMJ with 7, top packet with 23 M80. Then we are running no rear plate, where front plate is level 5. Okay, we're running the Colt Locust ballistic plate at the front for the CPC mod 1. You like Tactical Sport, we have the Salua, we have the Perfitorin, P22 and Trimadol. These two you pop at spawn, this one here is for a heavy bleed, so when you get injured in gunfight you pop this one. The gun build, here it is, boys. Take a screenshot if you want. Fantastic. That is totals at 12,995.9. So let me know if you get that any higher, but that's my kit at the moment. So we'll be now looking at the Enforcer, boys. We've tickled the M4A1 class. All we've done is we've changed the rig, changed the helmet. We've had a few changes to the med system, but it's at 12,907. This one here, feel free to take a screenshot. We also are running level 5 front plate still, as you can see, and level 4 face shield. We're running full mag of SOST in both the gun, and we're running Perfitorin for heavy bleeds, and then those two there. Beautiful. We're running the next kit here. We're running an SA58. A cheaper headset now. I've had to drop the headset value down. We are running a level 6 chest plate. This is huge scenes, boys. Level 6 chest plate here. We are running a level 4 face shield. The SA58 build is pretty much identical to Assault, but feel free to copy it down if you want. But essentially, you put on a canted, so you put the MPR on, and then you put the DPC, and then you put the DP on. And now this creates an extremely snappy ADS speed. It's the fastest ADS speed that I know of. I would recommend you guys try this one out. If you do like it, keep it on. Otherwise, if you're not a fan, just run the standard holographic optic. Optics always personal preference, guys, so make sure you try out new optics. We are running first magazine BCP FMJ, second mag BCP FMJ, and the last magazine will be running 4 TWCs and the rest BCP. This is just to maximize metascore here. As you'll see, I bottom pack that. It's the last third magazine, so you don't always get through to it, and it shouldn't really matter. This brings you to 12,983 meta points. The MP7 loadout, we have the build right here. Feel free to screenshot it. In the Trooper armor, we're running level 4 front plate and level 4 rear plate. Both the Kibba Arms Titan ballistic plate. In all 3 magazines, we're running FMJ SX. This round has not been nerfed since the recent patch. I'm also running the gas welders, which reduce flashbang effects. And we have the best headset on as well. Brings it to 12,970 meta score. Perfitor for heavy bleed. These 2 stims are popped at spawn, and then obviously Slua and Splint. Next one we'll be going through here, boys, will be the AS Val. This one here is a bit of a pain in the ass with the ammo, but just bear with me. I've perfectly dialed in this class to make sure you maximize the quality of your ammunition to your meta point score. So let's have a look at the build quickly. This is the AS Val build. Obviously, we'll be packing the magazine and you put a 30 round mag in normally. Make sure you take a screenshot. Running Trimadol, P22 off spawn. Caloc B for heavy bleed, and then IFAC for light bleed, or, you know, just meeting the thorax up. Tactical Sport for the headset. We're running condors at the front. First thing, SP6 in the first magazine, okay? Second thing, second magazine, bottom pack with PAB9, top pack with SP6. Third magazine, bottom pack with SPP, middle pack with PAB9, top pack with SP6, okay? Now your 2 magazines are complete. There we go. 12,993.9. For the front plate, we're running level 4 as well as no rear plate. This kit here is maxed out. You can, of course, change the ammo quality in the magazines to bring on your gas welder goggles. I've just left it with condors here today. Of course, try that loadout, see what you think. Next loadout we'll be covering today will be the MP9. This is an underrated gun. The bullet has just been nerfed, but I still recommend you guys try this gun out. I'll just quickly show you the class. For front and back plates. And then you pop all of these at spawn. These are just to improve recoil, strength, stamina, and health and vitality. And then every single mag is B. The Marksman's RSASS. I've been loving the RSASS recently. Really enjoying M61. It's really dropping people. This is my loadout I'm using currently. Feel free to screenshot it. Feel free to muck around and change it around. I've also been running holographic on it as well. I've been running a holo on it. This has also been a lot of fun here too. First magazine with M61, second mag with M61, and the third magazine we run M62. It brings us to 12,951 meta points. The mod CPC mod 1 has level 4 front plates, no rear plates, whereas in Tactical Sport, and then obviously the condors for the chance of ricochet. We're running the Perfotorin for heavy bleed, Trimadol and P2 popped off spawn, then obviously Slewer for injury. Marksman loadouts, the VSS. This is the build here. Feel free to stop the video and screenshot it. We will be running 4 magazines. The first magazine has SP6, 20 rounds. Second mag, half packed. PAB9, SP6. PAB9, SP6 for the second magazine. And the same for the third, PAB9, SP6. So the 3 mags in the rig are half packed. The magazine in the gun is full packed SP6. The rig, we run front plate level 4, rear plate level 4. We run Slewer. These 2 stims are popped at spawn. Gas welder for the flashbang protection again. M32s. Beautiful. And that leaves us at 12,987 meta points. Our boy Grumzie's filled us in with the best mutant loadout at the moment. A few notes he wanted to mention. Others would prefer to have more ergo over the recoil, but for me, I personally prefer to have as little recoil as possible. Even the ergo isn't terrible still, but you can easily just change out the stock for a DD or CTR if you wanted more ergo over recoil. Remember, this is a long barrel MK47 only available on Assault, so do not ask why it's not on Scout. And then the front plate is level 5, the rear plate is level 3. He said the tier 3 back plates, because having a higher level plate is waste of points, because if you are getting shot in the back, you're possibly going to die anyway. But you can easily change it to how you like, running a Trimadol because his playstyle is built on non-stop running and gunning, so having a long-lasting stamina bar and painkiller suits me very well, rather than some who would prefer to have an ETG. And you just pop the Trimadol, obviously, at the start of the round, like we mentioned, and here is the gun stats, the gun build. Make sure you guys pause the video to take it. Grumzie was top 5 at the start of the recent wipe. He is an absolute menace of a player, a really good entry frag, and make sure you guys go check his YouTube down below. I'll leave it in the link in the description. He's also made a short with this mutant build, so make sure you guys go give him some love. I'll pin that in the description as well. I hope you found those presets useful, guys. Let me know how they go in the description below. I'd love to hear your feedback. Don't forget to subscribe, boys, so you don't miss any more presets just like that. Let's jump straight into the patch notes. So they've added a task widget. The task widget, as you can see here, add operational tasks. I'm just going to jump out to the game real quick. You can see this is the widget they're talking about. So you can access it from the main menu. You can obviously refresh the tasks if you want to. Now, let's go through the next thing. We have the shooting range, added ability to test your presets at shooting range. So you can, all these factors here, I'm not going to read them out, but we're just going to quickly have a look. You go into presets, click on a loadout you want. Let's just go to the HK loadout. Up the top here, shooting range. Click on shooting range, and it'll take you into the shooting range here. And then, yeah, it's pretty awesome. You can run through. So that is the shooting range, gentlemen. They've added a lot of changes with the presets here. In-game region selection, so you can now change region within the game, which is super, super, super useful. So under regions, under settings, you can select what regions suit you the best. As you can see here, Oceania is my region selected, but I also play China and Asia. These three are the only ones I can really play, unfortunately. That's why you always see me play on high ping, because I'm normally always on Asia and China servers, because Oceania doesn't have many servers. Preset reselection added the ability to reselect the preset at the start of the match when switching sides in blast gang mode. Now, if you accidentally select the wrong preset, you'll be able to change it back to the one you want to use, which is excellent. Blunt damage, obviously, we know what it's like shooting an enforcer class with 40 rounds and they're not dying, so this is adding the ability to kill them. So blunt damage is now proportional to the energy of the bullet, which is determined by its velocity, weight, caliber, and other characteristics, rather than only the total damage of the bullet, which is huge change they're making. So you'll be able to kill tank hits faster due to blunt damage. And soft armor under ballistics plate reduces blunt throughput damage by 20% instead of 40%. So that's another big change as well. Next thing, identical weapon restriction presets. So now you cannot run 2 AS Vals in Scout. You cannot run 2 HKs in Assault. They have limited to 1 weapon per preset, which is very interesting. I'm really excited about the technical improvements they've made, because we all know how bad the desync is and the ping issues within Escape From Tarkov. Really impressed to see that they've said they've made changes, but another thing I'll be finding out through the next week if these changes are I'm actually feeling the difference, and I'll make sure I put up another video how I'm feeling the game is. They've changed a bunch of things: server tick rate, improved connection between game server and client, improved interaction between game server and client, reduced frame rate on servers, reducing latency, fixed dead body inertia, reduced number of situations where hits were not registered. So hit reg is a big problem. So I'm really curious to see if this actually is fixed or not. We'll continue working on the technical adjustments, which is huge. So they are making the changes. They're trying to do balancing changes. We obviously have a heap of changes here. Make sure you guys stop to read these points here. I'm not going to go through every one of them today. These are all the changes to the ammunition, the armor, and the weapons and the calibers. Big ones to note would be SOST is now nerfed, as well as, what do we got here? We got AK ammo has been buffed. You have PBP has been nerfed as well. They're the big ones that we currently use. M855-6A1 is not touched, so it's just SOST that's taken the toll here, boys. If you guys made it to the end of the video, you're a real one. I really appreciate it. I hope you found the custom presets useful, the patch note update useful. But again, I'll be making constant uploads for Arena, so make sure you guys are subscribed so you don't miss any high quality Arena content. I do stream every single night over on Twitch, Kick, and YouTube, so make sure you come over, ask me any questions live. I'm happy to help, and I appreciate you guys coming through again. Have a blessed night. Take care, boys. Cheers.